up, YouTube? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm making breakfast. I am cooking some mushrooms, 100 grams of mushrooms, to go into my egg white omelet. Where are my egg whites? And I also bought yesterday Old Faithful fat-free feta cheese. This was a combination I did so much last year when I was on prep. I did egg whites with fat-free feta cheese, mushrooms, sometimes some onions, spinach. Although I've now gotten to a place where spinach repulses me because I used it so much last year. Unfortunately, because spinach is so good for you. But anyway, that's breakfast. Right now, I'm doing kind of like a carb cycling split. So let me just set you up here. That's why I got this little robot anyway. So that works. So I've been back home from Tennessee for, I can't remember if it's 2.5 weeks or 3.5 weeks. I think it's 2.5. Since then, I've been working with a friend who's doing my diet and my workouts. I did not want to hire another coach right now. I did not want to really work with anybody, but this is someone that I've actually been talking to a lot over the last few months, a lot about like diet and exercise, and he's really, really smart, and so he's taught me a lot of stuff. He offered to do my workouts and my diet for me for free and to just do something totally different than I've ever done, and I was kind of in the mood for something different, like just like something new, something fresh. You know, I've been basically on the same workouts for like the whole year, and he wanted to do something totally different. So what we're doing with my workouts is I was doing 3 full body days a week and like a 4th basically like full body, so basically 4 full body days a week, but I was finding it was hard for me to like stagger that to where I wasn't still extremely sore. And with my schedule with work, like some days I can make it to the gym and some days I can't, and so I can't really ever bank on me going to the gym. So I now do 2 full body days a week, an upper body and a lower body, so I'm just lifting 4 days a week. He has me on technically 3 days of cardio, just up to like a caloric amount. So I just do cardio until I hit that amount and then I'm done. And so that's really the only plan that I'm on right now, which is awesome. So I could basically work out 4 days a week if I want to, which is great because in the last like 2.5 weeks, that's kind of all I've done. Last week, I think I only worked out 3 days. But it's nice, you know, like it's nice to not, I mean, I guess I should say I've only been working out like 5 days a week probably most of this year. I think there was a small period of time that I was working out 6 days a week, but it's just nice to not have to be at the gym that much. It's crooked. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not good at it's just gonna be crooked. I'm sorry. So that's the workouts. Why do I keep clapping? Let's just move back over here because I need to cook. And so for diet, so I've done carb cycling before, but I feel like I always get a little bit impatient with it. And I like get annoyed that after my high carb days, my weight like usually jumps up, like I feel bloated. And then just going back and forth, changing between high carb, low carb, high carb has always just been like, I don't know. Sometimes I like it though, because I like that some days I get high fat and some days I get high carb. So back and forth, don't really know. When I'm dieting myself and I diet my clients, I don't tend to use carb cycling very much, simply because it's easier to keep track of progress when when macros stay the same, because then you're not dealing with like water fluctuations and things like that. So for me, it's just easier to identify what's actually working and what's not when you're on like a steady stream of dieting. But this guy wanted me to try out some carb cycling, so I'm trying out some carb cycling. I have like 4 lower days, 4 lower days, like lower carb days. They're not really that low carb, like compared to what I've been on before. 4 lower carb days, 1 moderate carb day, and then 2 high carb days. And you guys, it's working. It's going really, really well. In the last, again, 2.5 or 3.5 weeks, I've lost like 6 pounds. And this past weekend, I was doing, I was at my church all weekend, so like I couldn't even really do everything right. Like I was probably at close to 2,000 calories every day, which is not what I'm dieting on. But I just like, I was, you know, catering to people and stuff like that, and most of my meals were just supplied by the church, so I was not gonna like stress about it or anything like that. And sorry, I'm trying to do this situation. Oh, maybe I should take the plastic off the feta cheese. Do you think? Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of last week were kind of like, I didn't work out. I didn't track my macros very closely. But, and I think I said this in my last video, I can't remember. That is like the cool thing about not being on prep and just like dieting for life. And I know I've kind of said this, and I don't want to sound like I'm going back on my word of what I said a few weeks ago, where I said like I just need to like get this weight off and like stop horsing around. But there's a way to like live your life and still be progressing that's just like not as obsessive as bikini prep. So for me, 2,000 calories is like kind of a maintenance for me. So basically last weekend, I just did 3 days of maintenance and I still lost 1.5 pounds since then, which is crazy. I think my body is happy. And it's nice, I'm just not stressed about it. Like, I haven't really been that stressed about weight loss for really most of this year. Mainly because like, I wasn't really trying that hard. And it was like, oh, I didn't lose weight. That's probably from the nachos. I'm just like not really that, I don't want to say I'm not that focused on it. I guess it's just like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and I'm not getting stressed or anxious about it whatsoever. And the weight's just coming off. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm not stressed. I don't know if it's because of this carb cycling is just working really, really well and my body just likes it. I'm not really sure. But I'm gonna just keep rolling with it. I'm so sorry. This camera's the juice is so terrible. I need to just get my eggs. Just give me a second. And another thing I want to talk about really quick, because I'm already 8 minutes of footage in. I know 2 videos ago when I was coming home for vacation, I was talking about how I'd been hit with some anxiety again. And just to clarify, because I had a lot of questions, a lot of people asking stuff, and a lot of people also making a lot of wrong assumptions. The anxiety that I deal with usually is triggered by me getting sick. A few weeks ago, I got, I think, food poisoning. And it just like knocked me out for a day straight. And when I get nauseous or like have to go to the bathroom, I don't handle that well for whatever reason. Like it triggers anxiety in my brain just because I feel like I can't control my body. And I had like basically an actual panic attack. As close to one, I wouldn't say it was an actual panic attack, but as close to one as close to a panic attack as I've been in a very, very long time. And for whatever reason, that just like set off a chain of events in my brain where like for days and days, basically for like a month straight, I was very anxious, very felt out of control of my health, and that is just like a nightmare for me. So like basically all of May was just kind of like on like self-preservation mode where I was just trying to get through the days, like trying to not be super anxious. And if you don't deal with anxiety, or if just to like clear up some confusion, anxiety is not worry. It's not like, oh, I'm so stressed with worry, I'm so scared, it's not like that. It's like this weird non-rational fear that's emulated from your body. It's like your body is afraid, and so therefore your mind gets caught up in it, and your body has reactions, and your heart beats fast, and you feel like you can't breathe sometimes, and it all just builds up to like panic attacks. And thankfully I've learned a lot of like breathing techniques and stress management type techniques to help keep my emotions under control and help me stay away from having actual panic attacks. But like basically the whole month of May was like me feeling like I was on the brink of one. So it was just all of May, I tried to spend a lot of time with the Lord. I spent a lot of time resting myself and trying to just like get myself back to a healthy place, a happy place. And ever since I got back from Tennessee 2.5 weeks ago, I feel like the anxiety has started tapering off. I've still had a couple of bad days, but by and large I've felt a lot better. And I don't like to talk about anxiety that much on my channel and on my Instagram, just to be completely honest. It's hard to be transparent about it, and it's because it's embarrassing in a sense, and it's hard to explain to people who don't have anxiety, and it can very easily be misconstrued as you're just being a baby, you're just, you know, making things up in your head. And also a lot of people telling me you need to get on medication, you need to do this, that, and the other. When I have a doctor, I've talked to doctors and therapists about this. Medication is just not for me. It's not something that I want to even venture down for a number of reasons. And so I respect the people who are trying to, you know, help, genuinely help, but it's hard when people repeatedly are telling you how to live your life and how to handle something that's so personal to you, when what I have in place is really the best thing that's worked for me. And I feel like every time I go through a bout of anxiety, I learn more about myself and how to cope with certain things. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at. I'm in a much better place right now than I was a couple of weeks ago, and I'm just so thankful to God for getting me through this weird month. It's helped me get on with my life a little bit and go into like a happier time. So yes, and I guess I shouldn't even say that I wasn't happy. For me, I am still able to be happy when I have anxiety. It's very strained. But by and large, I've been very happy for probably, I don't know, you guys, I've been happy for a long time. And I know that sounds so lame to say, but like, I feel like for people who are prone to anxiety and people who are prone to like depression and sadness, cynicism, people who are can sometimes be prone to that. Being happy is kind of like a big deal, and to be in a place where I feel good on a day-to-day basis and I have happiness and I have joy is so, you know, like it just feels so good. So yes, okay, this video literally is gonna be 1,000 minutes long. I'm so sorry, but I just want to keep you guys updated because I know that you guys ask about this stuff, and I do believe in being transparent and letting you guys see the highs and lows and stuff like that. I know I'm emotional. I know I'm up and down. I know that that's how I am, but I embrace that part of myself and realize that, like, that's just how I'm wired, and I'm not going to apologize for that or feel bad about that. All I ever want to do is continue to be better for myself, be better for those who are in my life and are around me, be better for my clients. Yeah, I'm going to eat breakfast now because I'm starving. Last thing. I wanted to share with you guys my new glasses. So I've had a lot of people comment on my glasses before. I've had these ones. You guys have probably seen, I'm like missing the arm because I wear them quite viciously. You guys have seen me wear these. These are like kind of like my typical glasses that I wear all the time. And I love them. These are probably about 1.5 years old. I also wear this. I get a lot of questions and comments about these ones. They're like tortoise shell. So but cute. I love them. These are 3 years old, I think. Great condition. I have another pair somewhere. This is my newest pair of glasses. They're probably dirty. I'm sorry. But tortoise shell, kind of like these ones, but with like a slightly bigger frame. Does it look bigger at all? It looks bigger to me. But I love them. I love like big, thick, black rimmed glasses. The bigger the better. The name of the company is called Firmoo, FIRMOO.com. I think that's how you can get there. This company started sending me glasses to try out and like put on my blog, back when I had a blog, like a fashion blog. And so that's why these glasses are 3 years old. This was the first pair that they sent to me, and I loved them so, so, so much. And then they sent me this pair, and then they sent me another pair, and then just most recently they sent me these ones. And these are prescription glasses. These glasses go for like, I want to say between $20 and $40 online. So cheap. I have never, ever since they started sending these to me, I've never purchased a pair of glasses from my eye doctor because why would I? These are amazing. So I like these personally. I think these are my newest favorites. And I will put whichever one this is down below. But it's a really cool website. They have this like try on feature where you upload a photo of your face and they like make the glasses sit on your face like they would if you were really wearing them. And that's like the best way to try them on. And I've always had good luck with them. Yes, I forget if they told me to give you guys like a code or a link to something of some sort. If that's the case, I will put it down in my thing below. Like I said, it's called Firmoo. I think it's firmoo.com. I'll put the information, fingers crossed that I remember to do that, here or in my description box, with like probably a link to these exact glasses. But yes, I cannot say good enough things about them. After 4 pair from this company, I will never, ever, ever buy from another company ever again. So yes. You know I have to.